Aloha, aloha. I don't know how long this video will run. Look at the state of them clouds in the background. Right, tea time. What's going to happen with it on Radio 2? This could be a very short video, but it's up to you. Again, in the comments, let me know who you think is going to take tea time, and we may know very, very soon. I predict we will know very soon. I really do, and I think it will become public knowledge when Sarah's going to take over breakfast. The exact dates and whatever. There was a rumour swirling the other day that it's June the 1st, which of course is, what, 3 weeks away? Day before my birthday. I think that's probably unlikely. I think they would have got her off of tea time by now and getting prepared for, excuse me, that was going to be a terrible view. Got an itchy nose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to, where the dates are. I'm predicting maybe towards the end of June, start of July, something like that. Obviously Radio 2 in the parks now been moved to somewhen in September. We don't know the full. Do we know the dates? Let me know in the comments. So while I'm looking, there's no one here. Do you know the dates? Thank God. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it and say, look, people may or may not have seen that. I forget her name. It's really bad of me. The lady that used to do children's TV has now joined Radio 2 to do the travel in the afternoons on Jeremy, Trevor and Sarah's show currently. So that was Richie Firth's responsibility, now not his responsibility. My prediction is Richie Firth is going to go on to overnights and OJ will take Drive. And Richie seems to be quite flexible where he does his shows from, whether it be in the Salford studios or in London. So obviously he does his overnight show from Salford because that's the contract situation with that show. So what happens with OJ, you ask? I think OJ and tea time, drive time, whatever you want to call it, will be done from Salford. I think they'll change programming and Richie will then do overnights in London, or could do both in Salford. You just don't know, really, do you? Time will tell. Well, that is my prediction. I very nearly went with Rylan because there's sort of been signs, but lots of people tell me he's busy outside of. I don't really know what he does. I don't listen to his Radio 2 show. I've never really been a fan. Let me know in the comments if you are. The other prediction I could go with is like Heart, like Hits, like so many do. We have a man and a woman doing Drive, as Mr. Moyles used to joke on when he was on. Well, he's on X. He used to, Heart breakfast with man and woman. And that's what he used to do for the local areas, taking a piss. That seemed to be the format for these stations. Gotta have a man, gotta have a woman. Done. And it can work very, very well. There's some great duos out there. So who could it be? I mean, if you went down that road, do you go? I mean, the rumour now today is Emma Willis is going to be taking over Strictly Come Dancing. So would Emma then need more of a weekday slot instead of the weekend? Because come the autumn, Saturdays will become very, very busy for her with Strictly. And much like when Claudia used to have Saturday mornings on Radio 2, she wasn't there for it. There was always cover. And yes, I have just turned around direction. Don't know why. So I predict OJ will be the case. It's just going to be a simple swapping people around. Obviously Richie gaining a brand new few shows, which he'll, you know, I know it's overnights and nobody really wants to do overnights, but it's his own show and he can make it his own, and so on and so forth, blah blah blah. A lot of people were saying, could Ellie Brennan go elsewhere, maybe do afternoon travel, or maybe even get overnights herself. I don't see it. I think there's definitely still room for her on breakfast, and I could see her and Sarah really bouncing off of each other. So time will tell. Stay tuned. Obviously it will all get announced very soon, who's taking over tea time, when's Sarah starting on breakfast, are they both going to start at the same time, these new shows? You would think so. I mean, some people have suggested, why would you start them together? Why not start breakfast, promote breakfast heavily, and then do tea time a couple of months down the line? I don't see why. My personal opinion is Radio 2 wants to move on from this ASAP. This has been a really difficult point for this station, and they will want to just get on with it. So, yeah, none of us wanted this. I'd still love to be hearing Scott on breakfast, but it ain't going to happen. Time to move on. And, yeah, I am actually really looking forward to, and I'm turning around again. I'm really looking forward to hearing Sarah on breakfast, but I am going to miss her tea time show. She has been fantastic at it, and I've listened to her more and more religiously, because Radio 1's going home show, no offence to any of the presenters, but it's just a mess. You just don't know who's going to be on when. So, and it is about to chuck down. So that is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I wrong? Will OJ Borge get tea time on Radio 2 with Richie Anderson taking OJ's overnight slot? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and please do comment. That's the most important one for me. I want to read your comments. I want your predictions. Am I wrong? Who's getting tea time?